Hi guys, today is time to talk about more misery for Sunderland. A 3-all draw of Accrington Stanley at home today. So let's get started. There was three changes to the starting 11. Hume, O'Brien and McGady came in. Ledbetter, Jones and McFadden dropped to the bench. So the starting 11 was Burrs in goal, back four, Power at right back, Bill White and Luke Ryan centre halves with Hume at left back. Then it was Josh Gordon and Carl Winchester as the two central mid. Then it was Lyndon Goetz on the right, Ian O'Brien at cam with Ian McGady on the left with Charlie White up front. And then the bench, Matthews returned after his injury, Chris Maguire, Jack Diamond, Grant Ledbetter, Callum McFadden, Jordan Jones and Ross Stewart was also on the bench. So I thought, well, let's get off to a good start, and we did. We got off to a great start. About 7-8 minutes in, we got a goal where Lyndon Goetz puts in a great ball to Charlie White, where Charlie White headers it into the back of the net. So yeah, then literally a few minutes later, we made it 2-0. Like, I think we scored in the 7th minute, the first one. I think our next goal was in the 11th, 12th. McGay drove around and he gets to Charlie White, where Charlie White kicks it in the back of the net. And I thought, get in. We've had a great start now. Let's continue. Defensively, man, we were terrible at times. We're leaving 2-on-2 and stuff where if you got past our midfield, every time we went forward, we looked like scoring. Every time Accrington went forward, them looked like scoring. And to be fair, we should have been more than 2-0 up before half time. It should have been 3 or 4 really. So yeah. So with all of that, I was actually pretty happy getting to like half time 2-0 up. I thought we played well, but defensively, like, we were like suspect. Hopefully we can sort that out like at half time. So yeah. So the game started. We looked lively for the first, obviously, 5 minutes before they actually scored. Lyndon Goetz puts in a great ball where Charlie White just even touches it. It probably goes into the back of the net and makes it 3-0 to Sunderland. That probably saves the game out. So yeah. So after that, they did get a goal where someone passes to Bishop and pretty much Bishop runs clean for own goal, puts it through Lee Burst's leg. Made 2-1 to Accrington. I mean 2-1 to Sunderland. So yeah. So then we did make, and then Accrington started dominating pretty much where they were winning so many 50-50s, like just drills, anything that you could think of, them were winning. So yeah. So we did make a trio, and we brought Ledbetter on for Lyndon Goetz. To be honest, Lyndon Goetz was one of the only players who probably now gets away with it, but Goetz was good. So yeah, and he was the only one that could run a place with pace and stuff like that, and he gets taken off, and I'm just sitting there thinking, what? And to be fair, Ledbetter just made it even worse because the way he likes to pass it across the floor, then we're just cutting them out and whatever. So yeah, then they did get their second goal where it was a comical goal really, where it was a goal kick over free kick, like where the keeper taking it, where he then it was going back to Bird, but 09 then decides to header it where the lack of communication and it rolls into the back of the net, and I'm just sitting there thinking that was coming, but like, I was thinking, well, we'll bottle the 2-goal lead. I mean, Jesus Christ, if you get with me. Yeah, we did make a couple of Jack Diamond and John Jones came on for Ian O'Brien and Carl Winchester. And to be honest, they didn't really make a different. Diamond look bright, and I'll get onto him in a set. And yeah, and they were still dominating them from a corner kick. What them at? Jack Diamond wins like a tackle on that, but then he starts running and driving at them with 3 or 4 Sunderland players with coming forward with him. Then he finds Max Power. Max Power suits. It takes a deflection and it goes in to the bottom. I think it was right hand. It could have been left actually. I was left. And I thought, we're going to get away with it. We're going to get 3 points. What I put confidence to play out. But then 2 minutes later, the referee, who was terrible to give the free kick that I don't think was a free kick. So yeah. So then their number 11, to be fair to them, scores pretty much. What's a great free kick. Burst couldn't do anything about it. So yeah, I mean, then we brought Stewart on with 1 minute to go, and I'm just sitting there thinking, why we're bringing Stewart on with 1 minute to go? What do you want to do? So yeah. That's the end of the game. I think it's 3-3, and yeah. With 3 games to go for us, obviously 4 games for some, we are 3 points ahead of the 5 points ahead of the playoff with a superior goal difference. So I would say 1 more win probably will do it. Probably 4 will mathematically do it. If you're wondering, our last 3 games are, it's Blackpool at home this Tuesday, Plymouth away on next Saturday, then Northampton at home on May the 9th. So yeah, so before I end the video, I'm obviously going to go through the player ratings labour. Meanwhile, the lack of communication like cost us, if you get what I mean, like with the like brawl. I mean, to be honest, the other two we couldn't really do anything about, in his fairness. So yeah, um, Max Power, he can't cross, got a good goal, gets away with it. So yeah, Bailey Wright and Loco Nine were both terrible. Caught out every single time, if you get what I mean. Like, once he got past on midfield, they were putting him at 2 and 2, blowing wins around them. And they were both awful. Loco 9, like, didn't. And my Loco 9 was makes a daft mistake where lack of communication, like I said, Jesus Christ. So yeah, then the game was nice to see, and I thought, to be honest, the game was okay today. Like, he gives McGee more freedom, makes him more confident, like going like forward, like he can go more forward and like not worry as much, if you get what I mean. So yeah, Josh scoring I thought was good, especially in the first half where he was passing well, like breaking players, stuff like you wanted to do. So yeah, Winchester was okay, didn't really put foot on. So yeah, Goats I thought it did well, like it was causing problems, got an assist, unlucky not to get another assist. So yeah, O'Brien, nah, I didn't really do anything. McGeady, apart from the assist, might have the odd decent moment, but he didn't really do anything. White got a good goal, got 2 good goals. So yeah, on the bench, um, Ledbetter probably came on, made it even worse. So yeah, Diamond did well when he came on, like got a good assist, and looked Brian ran through them like a couple of times. They were scared of him. So yeah, John Jones did now, and Stewart. I mean, what's the pumping on 1 minute to go. So yeah, so that's the end of the video. Leave your thoughts on the on the match. I mean, I guess nobody's happy with Poy's best being 2-0 at home. The Accrington Stanley half time, you think now just say that you've got to, even if you have to, just sub shop. So yes, that's the end of the video. Hope you've enjoyed it. The next time you'll see me is on Monday for my team to play Blackpool. So yes, so like, subscribe, view, comment, and say